don't know if you've noticed or not, but the mushroom coffee market is saturated with a ton of brands. And one of the most popular and ongoing debates is which is better, Ryze or Mud WTR? And honestly, there's no true answer because it's not about which one is better, but which one's better for you. Hey guys, welcome back to another As Seen by SB video where I let you know whether a product's worth the investment or not. And I assume you're here because you finally decided to cut down on your caffeine intake, but now you're looking for a coffee alternative. Well, I'm glad that the algorithm brought you to my video because not only have I been a faithful mushroom coffee drinker since 2023, I also tried and posted a comparison review of Everyday Dose versus Ryze. So be sure to check that out after you watch this video. Now, I'm sure there's multiple factors that you'll be weighing before you make your decision between Ryze and Mud WTR. So to help you out, I'll be comparing the benefits, ingredients, taste, price, and pros and cons. So I tried Mud WTR for a month to see if I would consider adding it to my collection. And the promoted benefits for Ryze and Mud WTR is providing energy without the jitters or the crash, increasing clarity and focus without brain fog, and supporting immunity and gut health. Now for me personally, I've never received energy from coffee, whether it's mushroom coffee or regular coffee. But I do appreciate that the mushroom coffee for both Ryze and Mud WTR is less harsh on my stomach, which is actually the main reason why I even switched to mushroom coffee from regular coffee a long time ago. Another positive I've noticed with Ryze and Mud WTR is that it curbs my appetite. So when I drink either of these, I'm able to go longer without unnecessarily snacking. I've also noticed that I'm able to lock in more when I drink these before I start a project for the day. But on the flip side, it definitely hasn't eliminated any brain fog because at my big age, I'm still forgetting my point in thought. I hate that. But of course, everyone is different and results may vary based on your body's biology. And it is suggested to consistently drink the coffee for at least a month to recognize any noticeable health benefits. So where the real comparison lies is in the ingredients. And the biggest difference is in the number of organic mushrooms and the caffeine dosage. Where Ryze contains 50 milligrams of caffeine with 6 adaptogenic mushrooms, including lion's mane, reishi, cordyceps, turkey tail, shiitake, and king trumpet, while Mud WTR contains 4 adaptogenic mushrooms, including chaga, reishi, lion's mane, cordyceps, and 35 milligrams of caffeine. And both are still well below the 95 to 100 milligrams of caffeine that you would get from regular coffee. And each mushroom that I mentioned serves a specific role towards benefiting your health. But most importantly, both brands use the nutrients from the most beneficial part of the mushroom in the fruiting body and the mycelium. By the way, if this information has been helpful to you so far, I would definitely appreciate that thumbs up, and I would love to see that you subscribe to help the growth of this channel. So another key factor is they're both gluten and sugar-free, vegan, and contain 20 calories in each serving. So on the surface, they seem to stack up pretty evenly. However, what gave me pause is that Mud WTR uses chaga. And although the standard serving of Mud WTR contains small amounts of chaga, the risk of kidney damage is still present if consuming large amounts of chaga. Google that. So now that you know what you're consuming, let's talk about how these ingredients affect the taste. But before I continue, just as I mentioned in my other videos, I'm not sponsored by Ryze, but because I enjoy drinking their coffee so much, I did join their affiliate program, which then allows me to offer you a 15% off discount code at checkout. And I've left that information for you in the description box and the pinned comment. So about the taste, I was actually shocked at how good Mud WTR was because I kept seeing questionable comments under posts about how Mud WTR tastes like mud or dirt. But I'd have to disagree. Now my first warning is if you're going into mushroom coffee thinking that it's going to taste like some coffee, you might as well go back and drink some coffee. Because neither Mud WTR nor Ryze taste anything like coffee whatsoever. But they also don't taste like mushrooms either. Just think of it as a very flavorful alternative. But Mud WTR seems to have a smooth chocolatey mix with a cinnamon and chai type flavor, while Ryze has a smooth, creamy hazelnut appeal. Now, of course, this is all subjective, so you're either gonna have to take my word or try it yourself. But the one thing to remember when making your mushroom coffee is to make it the same way that you would make your regular instant coffee. Use those same ingredients to satisfy your palate. Because unless you're a consistent black coffee drinker, if you drink either of these straight, you might gag. So my go-to is always just water, hazelnut creamer, honey, and stevia sugar. And of course, I can't forget my daily dash of Black Girl Vitamin Collagen to keep my skin looking right. Now, as for the price, this is definitely an investment, but it's mainly because of the quality of the mushrooms and the fact that both of these companies grow their mushrooms in the States, so it makes it a more expensive product to produce. So as of the date of this video, one 30-serving canister of Mud WTR will cost you $50, unless you sign up for the monthly subscription, where you'll then save and pay $40. And one 30-serving bag of Ryze Mushroom Coffee will cost you $40.50, and if you sign up for a monthly subscription, you will also save. But don't forget, I also gave you that discount code that I provided below, so that you can save that for future purposes. All right, so lastly for my pros and cons, or rather my final assessments. My con for both, which really isn't the biggest deal breaker for me, but it's that the mushroom sediments settle at the bottom if you don't occasionally stir it. And unfortunately, I have to admit that as much as I did like the mud water originally, after almost a month, I grew a little tired of the overwhelming spice from the cinnamon chai inspired flavor. Also, I did find it a little tacky that Mud Water took the time to post on their main site that mud water tastes better than Ryze. So clearly Ryze is living rent-free in your mind. But as I mentioned earlier, the biggest pro is that both of these are very tasty coffee alternatives. But as for now, I'll be sticking with my Ryze Mushroom Coffee. Well, that was just my opinion, but I would love to see in the comment section if you agree, disagree, or what mushroom coffee that you enjoy. And if you haven't already, definitely check out my mushroom coffee playlist that I've attached. But until next time, thanks again for watching another As Seen by SB video where I let you know whether a product's worth the investment or not. Ryze Mushroom Coffee will still be my go-to. But make the best choice for you and take care. As Seen by SB.